What's up, tribe? Hey, you guys. Excuse me. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Now, listen, let me say a couple of things before we get this party started. Hey, Smokes, I ain't seen you over here in a while, boo. Hey. You know, I see you every day in the chat, but you know what I mean. Hey, everybody coming in, coming in, coming in. We already have almost 100 people in the chat, so please hit that like button as you come in. Take a seat. We have plenty of seats down front. We're going to be here for a while, so get comfortable, get your snacks, okay? I need all my members that are lit up in green. Go ahead and head over to the VIP section, okay? I want to thank Keisha for renewing her membership because I believe you've been a member before, Miss Keisha. So I want to thank you for renewing your membership. I want to thank everybody who's coming in. Please hit that like button. And if you are new here, please subscribe to the channel. And remember that donations are not required, but they are appreciated. Okay. Now, I say get comfortable. Okay. I'm telling you guys to get comfortable because we are going to be here for a minute. As a matter of fact, hey, Don, what's up, boo? Don, I may invite you up a little bit later because Don has been on this journey with us as well. Now, we are going back down memory lane. We are revisiting some things because I think some of you guys are not familiar with Bishop Whitehead because I haven't talked about him in a really long time. I think the last time I really did a live was when he came for me, and that was back the day before Thanksgiving. And I remember it was the day before Thanksgiving because everybody was hitting me up and inboxing me. And baby, I was outside. I was out running errands, picking up stuff for Thanksgiving. I was picking up my ham from the honey baked ham, and I was picking up the cupcakes that for dessert, you know. And I found out that the man did a live, and he posted a screenshot of me eating a donut and all kinds of stuff. But I really have not been talking about that man lately. And so I have a lot of new subscribers who may or may not know what the whole Whitehead of it all is, right? So with that being said, I thought we should go back down memory lane, okay? And I'm going to play you guys. We're going to look at the live from today. Shout out to Tracy. I ain't going to say Tracy. Well, Tracy already blocked. He don't know her troll account. Shout out to you did get donuts today. I got a donut in there. I may go eat it while we're live. I do have a donut in there that from that I haven't eaten from earlier today. I may go eat my donut. His home foreclosure will be on May 31st. Do you have the document on that, Monique? Monique, if you have the document on that, can you email it to me, please? Let me put my email in the chat. If it was an article in the paper or the document, we can read through it, honey. I have all kinds of artifacts lined up. Hold on. What's my email, y'all? ReallyBThePodcast@gmail.com. Yeah, if you could email that to me, please. How much time is he facing? He could be facing up to 45 years. His sentencing is July the 1st. And I wish I could be there, but baby, I will be out of the country, okay? I will be down at Turks and Caicos enjoying my birthday on July the 1st. So I will not be there. Hopefully, you know, Pam will make it. Maybe, maybe not. Hopefully she will. So let's get into it. Really, B, you said that like she know how to sit still. Who know how to sit still? Who? I forgot that quick. Like Pam know how to sit still? Pam don't know how to sit still, child. So, with that being said, let's get into some things of the things. Bishop Limor Whitehead. And I know that irritates some of y'all that I still call that man Bishop. Honestly, y'all, I do it more out of just habit at this point. He's never been no bishop to me. He's never been a bishop, my bishop, or anything of the above. I don't call him bishop because I really respect his title in the church. I just say it because, you know, it just rolled off the tongue at this point. But shout out to one of my subscribers. I don't know if she wants me to say her name. If you want me to say your name, you can drop it down in the chat. But let's start off with an article that was sent to me yesterday, which goes back to the first time this man was convicted. Because here's the thing. The man is a convicted felon. Even before yesterday, he was a convicted felon. So let's revisit the first time he went to jail. Okay, can we do that? However, comma, we will be at the pool, probably drunk during the right. Me and Abby we'll have a toast. We'll toast. I'm sure we'll get the news while we're gonna either be at the pool or at the beach or somewhere in the middle, going to one or the other with a drink in our hand. I promise you that. Because let me explain to you how I plan to be drunk the whole week of my birthday. I'm working really hard on my birthday trip. I'm spending some money. My friends are spending money to be there with me. And I have every intention of being drunk. So we're going to be drunk or on our way there. Okay. Let's get to this article. Cheers to freedom. Right. We're going to be cheering to our freedom. Not his. Are we still bald-headed ski jumpers, child? He was calling it. Listen. Let's look at this article, honey. So this is from the New York Post, and it is dated January the 31st of 2006. Okay. A flashy con man who drove a stolen Land Rover and donned a decadent mink jacket pulled off a brazen $2 million identity theft ring using the names of people in Brooklyn and Long Island, police said yesterday. Lamar Whitehead, 27, of Teaneck, New Jersey, was busted Wednesday on Riverside Drive in Manhattan at the wheel of the hot SUV wearing a pimp-style red and white waist-length mink coat. Can we stop there for a second? The man was wearing a black and white floor length or knee length, they said, mink coat, red and white mink coat. We're going to keep reading. They charged him with 10 counts of identity theft for allegedly targeting 5 victims in Suffolk County for a total of $250,000. But Whitehead is suspected, I'm going to say that again. He was charged with 10 counts of identity theft for allegedly targeting 5 victims in Suffolk County for a total of $250,000. Whitehead is suspected of ripping off at least 4 more victims in Suffolk, as well as others in Brooklyn, where police believe he swindled approximately $500,000 by stealing identities and obtaining lines of credit from financial institutions. Police believe he swindled approximately $500,000 by stealing identities and obtaining lines of credit from financial institutions. But Jensen Whitehead said that Whitehead's total take will soar even higher once victims from other states are added. We know the potential is $2 million. He is a very, very good. He's a high roller. He was living the high life. He got a couple of girlfriends. A couple of girlfriends. Whitehead caused a lot of chaos in people's lives when he stole their identities. He attempted to buy Land Rovers and obtain lines of credit in their names. Whitehead has prior arrests in Brooklyn for similar crimes. So again, he has prior arrests for similar crimes. Last year, Whitehead bought a $487,000 home in Teaneck. After his arrest, police obtained a warrant and searched it. Cops found a laptop, computer, cell phones, a stolen 9mm pow, and a bulletproof vest. Well, damn. Whitehead would also be charged with possession of a stolen firearm. Whitehead claimed to be in the music business, but that may also prove to be a scam. He was arraigned. I'm sorry, y'all. This thing popped up. He was arraigned on the identity theft charge in Suffolk County, First District Court in Central. I don't know what that is. I guess that's a part of New Jersey, where a judge ordered he would be held in lieu of $90,000 bail. The hunt for Whitehead began in October of 2004 when Suffolk police arrested Kylie Copeland, who was a passer or someone who utilizes a stolen identity but did not necessarily obtain it. Jansen said they believed that Copeland was working for or with Whitehead and began their search, which led them down blind alleys until this month. It feels good to finally get him, Jansen said. Now, without going too deep into all of the things that happened, he was eventually convicted. Now, what they're saying that he did was that allegedly the girlfriend that he was dating at the time, I'm not sure if it's the young lady they just mentioned or someone different, I don't remember all these names. She was getting names. She worked for a car dealership, and she was getting the names of people who came in to get the, credit checks run. She was stealing their identities with their, getting their information from their paperwork and passing it on to Whitehead. I don't have to say allegedly because that's what he was convicted of. Now, that was in 2006. Now, he was sentenced to like 20 years in jail, but he got out on a technicality after 5 years. Now, he'll tell you he got off on good behavior, but he did not. He got off on a technicality. And I guess the DA just declined to retry him. He had served 5 years, and they probably was like, child, by whatever. Now, shortly before he went to jail, he did become an ordained minister. So he was technically a minister before he went to jail. Again, I don't have all that paperwork in front of me. I ain't go that deep. I'm sure Don might have the dates, but child, I ain't get into it. While he was in jail, he continued to minister, And when he got out of jail, that's when he started his church, Leaders of Tomorrow. Now, according to my sources, I won't get into any names, but according to my sources, once he got out of jail on that technicality, he was actually worse. He actually felt like he had beat it and that he was sort of invincible. Now, here's what I believe. This is my opinion. I don't know any of this to be a fact. I am not a professional, so I am not diagnosing anyone, but I truly believe that there is a level of mental illness there, because while we laugh and we joke, I think this man is really serious. I think this man really believes the things that he says. I really do. Hey, Catherine, I believe this man believes the stuff that he's saying. So let's get it. Oh, excuse me. I have the hiccups. So let's get into some of the new things, okay? Ministering is the new hustle. For 3 easy payments of $79.95, you can get your certificate. Oh, yeah, I ain't say it was hard to become one. That's why you got to be careful. I ain't saying don't go to church. I'm not saying don't find you a spiritual leader. I said you got to be careful. You vet that spiritual leader the same way you would vet somebody asking you out on a date. You better Google. You better ask around. If you got to interview some people, you better do it. You better listen. You got to be careful, okay? Because I believe that there are really, truly some people who were called by God. But everybody that claims it ain't got it. My opinion. Moving on. Don said you can get it for one payment of $9.99. Damn. Well, hallelujah. All right. Quick announcement before I get off of here. There will be a members only live tonight. The subject will be Love and Marriage DC. There are some things I'm going to share with my members. I'm just not prepared to say some things publicly, but I will. It's a lot going on in that Love and Marriage DC situation, and I have some things I want to share with you guys. I will probably private the video after I do it, but I am going to share it with my members because I just got to talk to somebody about it. Anyway, moving on. So if you're interested, y'all be back. We're going to do that. Okay. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute. Oh, Lord. That's a whole nother. Child, it's some messy stuff going on. It is a lot of toxic stuff going on, Don Don. Matter of fact, Don Don, hit me up if you want to come in. I think I can send you the link, even though it's members only. I think I can send you the link. Can I send you the link and you can come in? I think I can. Because you a mod. I think mods should automatically have access. I think mods should be a perk of being a mod. I might email YouTube about that. I really think they should. I think mods, whether you're a member or not, I think mods should have access. Okay. All right, let's get to the next archive. So most of us were first introduced to Bishop Lamore Whitehead when his church was robbed and it went viral. I'm sure you guys have seen the clip. I'm sure you guys. It is. You can. I didn't think so. I didn't think mods were members. Okay. All right. Well, if that's the case, then cool, good. Or is it something I have to do on my side? Maybe it's something I have to do on my side. Maybe it's not automatic. I'll check on that, Abby. Okay. Peace says, I still feel it's a setup. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still not convinced. But nothing has been proven. It's been 2 years. Nobody's been able to connect the dots. But I'm still not convinced that it was. I'm just still not convinced. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Okay. Why hasn't the religious community been supportive of Whitehead? No one bishop, not one preacher. Well, that should tell you right there, Monique. Okay. I don't know. I don't like members only. Oh, okay. So yeah, we did. I think we did do a video on the robbery. Oh, I did create a playlist. Hold on. I have a Bishop Whitehead playlist. So excuse me. Again, for those of you who are not familiar or you don't know all the information, I did create a Bishop Whitehead playlist, honey. Let me get y'all the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'll put the link in the description box of this video. I actually meant to do that before I went live, but let me get you guys that. Actually, just remind me to do it later. Somebody remind me to get it. But I did make a playlist. Okay, now that's when most of us were first introduced to him. Now here's the reason why things flipped really quickly in the court of public opinion when it comes to Whitehead, in my opinion. So Larry Reed was the first place I saw it on his Instagram of the guy of Whitehead getting robbed by the church. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, that's crazy. He got robbed. Oh my gosh, like that's crazy, right? Because it was being streamed, right? Lolisa, hey boo. It was being streamed. And I remember us clowning because we talked about that dude in the back. Do I need to pull up that footage, y'all? I think we've seen it, but baby, that thing was funny. Okay, so maybe I do need to pull up the footage. Hold on. Do I need to pull up the footage of Whitehead being robbed? Hold on. I feel like y'all need to see it. I don't know why I didn't pull that footage because I was like, we don't need to see Whitehead get robbed. We done seen it a million times, but now I feel like y'all need to see it. Let me see. Now, of course, everything comes up except for what I'm looking for. Okay, here it is right here. Hold on. Here it is right here. It was the first I heard. Yeah, that was the first I had heard of him, y'all. All right, so let's look at, for those of you who are not familiar, we just going down memory lane. That's why I said when you come in, just get comfortable. Just get comfortable because we are going back down memory lane. Okay. It's 238 of y'all in the chat. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. If you just walked in, if you just got here, hit that like button. And remember that donations are not required, but they are appreciated. Okay. Let's look at this. So this is Whitehead getting robbed. Okay. Can y'all see it?
Yo. All right. Right.
More than $1 million worth of.
Yo.
Now, Whitehead was just preaching, okay? He was just preaching down to his makeshift church in front of his step and repeat, okay? Had his iPad out. He was going through his Sunday sermon. And all of a sudden, 3 men walk in to rob him. Let's look at the video.
Yo. All right. Yo, right.
More than $1 million worth of jewelry stolen, all while
We still can't find the receipts on this alleged $1 million worth of jewelry that was stolen, but okay.
a renowned Brooklyn bishop presented his Sunday sermon.
I want y'all to look at that man in the back. Y'all see that man in the back on the left-hand side? Baby, that man didn't move. Baby, that man didn't move. Okay? He sat there and watched. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he needed to jump up and be Superman. That is not what I'm saying. But baby, that man sat there like he was doing the mannequin challenge. He was just like, oh gosh. Okay, let's go through it.
Bishop presented his Sunday sermon.
They took all of my wife's jewelry and took all of my jewelry, and then they left. However, these young men didn't know that cameras were on.
The Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries live streams its services, and last Sunday was no different. As Bishop Lamore Miller Whitehead addressed his congregation, a group of masked gunmen interrupted.
Look at my man in the back, y'all. Look at old boy in the back. Just keep your eye on the dude on the back left-hand side. Just him.
Nobody move.
Whitehead detailed the incident on Instagram Live, captioning the video, "Yes, they robbed me in my church."
And when I seen the armed men come in, it was specifically for me. And of course my wife. And when I seen them come into the sanctuary with their guns, I told everybody, get out. Everybody just get out.
Whitehead says 3 people armed and wearing all black interrupted the Sunday sermon. He says one of the suspects pointed a gun at his 8-month-old daughter's face. At the same time, all of his wife's jewelry was taken. After that, his jewelry was also stolen.
Come on, hustle.
Whitehead said he chased the suspects out of the church where they...
He don't look like he running to me. Did he look like he was chasing? Did he look like he was chasing? He looked like he was doing a brisk walk. Did he? I mean, if it looked like he was chasing, y'all put it in the chat. He was. But if it looked like he was just doing a brisk walk, just write it in the chat. Walk. Because that's what it looked like to me. It looked like he was doing a brisk walk. I didn't see him chase nothing.
Hopped into a white Mercedes-Benz vehicle. At the time, about 25 congregants were present. Whitehead now says churchgoers are traumatized.
Right, everybody get out. I didn't know if they wanted to shoot the church up or if they were just coming for a robbery.
The bishop, known for wearing designer outfits and flashy jewelry, says he and his family were specifically targeted.
Sometimes, when you are a known bishop.
Sir, nobody knows you. I mean, they know you now. But didn't nobody know you, sir? Nobody knew you.
It's a gift and a curse. When you have somewhat of a celebrity status, it is a gift and a curse. You become the talk of the town.
The New York Police Department received a report on the incident and says the investigation is still ongoing. For the latest developments in this story and all things true crime.
Now we do know. Now we do know that at this point in time, 2 out of the 3 suspects have pled guilty. The third one was found unalived, or not found. I think he got into a situation with the police, but he is unalive. And as of today, there has never been a connection made between him and the robbery. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Although it does look real suspect. Now, here is where a lot of people were sympathetic, even with him being flashy and all that. A lot of people were sympathetic. Here is where the tide turned. Here's where the tide turned. I'm going to pull it up. Hold on. I want to get to the right part so y'all can see. Larry Reed was live. Hold on. I want to get to the right part. Larry Reed was live talking to a woman, a woman by the name of Genesis. She was a pastor, or is a pastor as well, I believe. They were on live. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. Larry, don't flag me, Larry Reed. Don't flag me, please. Don't flag me, Larry Reed. Here's where a lot of people twisted, because they saw I think a lot of people were sympathetic because none of us knew him and none of us knew, anything about him negative. It wasn't until this video that a lot of people said, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. So we're going to look at this. Now, Larry Reed posted about the verdict. He posted about it. All right. So they're talking about, and they are clowning a little bit. I mean, we're going to be fair. We're going to be fair. They were clowning.
Okay. Like, this is not that type of party. We're glad that you're okay.
Right.
But
it's funny.
Yeah.
That you got thumbtacks on your background.
It's funny.
And you're a multimillionaire.
Bishop, that is.
So they were clowning the robbery the same way a lot of people were clowning the robbery. Let's call the thing a thing. Whitehead came into the chat, right? So they're actually talking to Whitehead at this point. So now you're going to see Whitehead come up. Larry Reed brings Whitehead up. Here is where the tide sort of turned.
It's funny now, Bishop. I promise. If it was my church, you could laugh at me and I wouldn't. I promise. As a matter of fact, at the temporary location right now, I'm at my church, but we're at the temporary location because of reconstruction. But the church that I'm in right now, Bishop, you can turn on the live stream and laugh at that. I wouldn't even be mad. I promise I would. It's just funny.
Right. Yes. Let's see what he got to say. Here he is.
Okay.
Hey, Bishop.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You upset that I was laughing?
Nah, and I'm not upset about anything. You guys have your prerogative to say what you want to say, but when you are turning what happened to my church into a laughing stock, that's what I have a problem with, because I gave you nothing but respect and nothing but honor when I met you. I treated you with nothing but respect, nothing but with straight integrity. And you want to sit here and talk about that I purchased my coloring when you bought yours. I never even knew you bought your coloring. I bought my coloring over a year ago. And when we both met, and let's keep it real, Larry, when we both met.
So I want you to understand, he's talking about a Rolls Royce. A Cullinan is a Rolls Royce SUV. Larry told a story about him having one. And when he came to New York, him and the bishop talked about it. And then next thing you know, he's saying that Bishop bought one like his. So of all the things that you choose to address first, you're going to address a story about a Rolls Royce. That's what you, okay.
When we was in Times Square, you said, oh, shoot, I got the same color coloring. I didn't even know you. I just met you. So why would I purchase a truck?
Look at Larry Reed face, y'all. Look at Larry Reed face, y'all.
like you have. I don't understand. Like I don't understand. And then, young lady, I don't know you, but when you sit here talking about have thumbtacks on the wall, no, those are backdrops. Those are step and repeats. Okay. And let me
look at Larry, y'all.
let me tell you, I purchased a church. I own a church. I own a whole block, and that's a temporary.
So you own, he's talking about glory of God, and we know about that, child. We don't listen. That would take us a whole nother 2 hours to do the glory of God conversation, but he's talking about glory of God, child.
Church right now. I own the whole block. Okay. So at the end of the day.
So you do not own the whole block. You stole the church, but okay.
At the end of the day, you guys are coming at me, and after what my church just went through, and y'all sitting here laughing and making a mockery of it, and you want to talk about, hold on. You want to sit here and talk about cloudy diamonds? Nobody talking about your diamonds, brother. If you feel that your diamonds is better than mine, so be it. So be it. So be it.
Larry said they are. Larry said they are.
Okay, no problem. Then you wanted to talk to me about our discussion about.
You don't have to be angry. I'm
not angry. I'm not angry at all. But at the end of the day, when I'm looking,
you sound angry. Don't he sound angry? He sound angry. Hold on, let me look at the chat real quick, because I can't see the chat from here. Let me look at the chat real quick. Pam, hey boo, Pam, we just going down memory lane. Back down memory lane. Okay. All right, hold on. Let's go back.
And my team sends me your live. Larry, I never disrespected you, brother.
He always got a team. Who is on your team? Sir, Whitehead. Sir, who's on this team? He always got a team.
I treated you with nothing but respect and integrity. So from where this is coming from, I don't know. So please inform me. Please inform me.
Number one, it's opinion. You're viral. My job is to talk about what is viral. I did you a favor.
No, I don't need no favors from you, Larry. But my question to you is,
you do though.
Larry, excuse me, ma'am. I don't even know you, ma'am. All right, so you can just stay out of this one. I don't even know you. All right, I don't even know you. You're trying to include yourself into this. You need to go and get some weight loss if you want to get.
And here is where the table started turning, right? Whitehead, you always want to talk about how people turned you from a victim into a villain. You turned yourself into the villain. And here is the moment when you became the villain. I'm going to let it play.
If you want to get, yes, sir. If you want to see and laugh about what happened in my church when we got armed robbed, you're fat. That's what you are. You're a fat slob. I don't know you. All right. We can really get like this, all right? You're not gonna laugh at the situation where a gun was pointed at my baby, where a gun was pointed at. I listened to it. I listened to it. All right. I listened to it. So I don't even know you. Number one, I don't know you. I don't know. Don't give me no props and laugh at me at the same time. Don't give me no props and laugh at me at the same time. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there, Biggie. Let's go there, Biggie. Let's go there, Biggie.
You're a liar.
So he called her Biggie in case y'all didn't catch that.
I'm a liar. Let's go. How am I lying? Biggie. Biggie big, not Biggie Smalls, but you're Biggie big.
You are quote unquote
all right.
a bishop in the Lord's church.
That's right.
You have seen my face on your timeline before, and if you say you haven't, you're a liar.
I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. I do not know you. I do not know you. But at the end of the day, when you come here and try to talk about me and I don't know you at all. And at the end of the day, when I come on and I'm listening and I'm seeing you laughing at me, I'm sitting here, you laughing at me. I don't even know you. And then Larry, you want to talk about, hold on. And Larry, you want to sit here and talk about, hold on. Larry, and you want to sit here, and talk about that I spoke about homosexuality. Hold on, ma'am. Hold on one second. Nobody.
Yeah, are y'all watching Larry's face though? So now he's starting to talk about homosexuality. Mind you, ain't nobody saying nothing about no. Okay, well, go ahead.
Wants to talk to you, Biggie. Nobody
then
wants
you
to talk to
don't
you,
have
Biggie.
any
All
respect
right?
for women.
No.
And
Don't
this
talk about
goes
women
to
now.
show
Don't talk about
you
women
don't have
because
any respect
y'all
for
laugh.
women,
Y'all
number one.
laugh
And
when
number two,
when
the
Larry
real
said
We
reason
weren't-
why
about
we
the
weren't
gun
laughing
in
at
my
the
daughter's
situation.
face. Y'all laugh. Y'all
were
laugh.
not.
That's what
No.
you did.
That's the
Y'all
truth.
laugh. That's
No.
what you did. And you want to say talk about if that's really true. That's what you said, Larry. And y'all laughed. And what you did was you laid on your carpet. You laid on your carpet and pretended to be me. You're disrespectful, okay? You're
This man
disrespectful.
won't
And
clap
at the
so
end of the
bad.
day,
That's why he
at the
on
end
the
of the day,
line.
Larry, at the end of the day,
No.
Larry, at the end of the day, when you talk about the LBGT community, we had a conversation. And my position was that I preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I'm not, if homosexuality is an
No,
abomination.
you're
to God.
mean. You're mean.
What are you talking about mean? How am I mean?
You're
I'm not
mean.
mean. You're mean.
Hold on.
You're mean. You're
You're
mean.
mean.
Because at the end of the day, y'all sitting here and laughing at something that 4 gunmen could have took my family life, and y'all
Now it was 4. It was 4.
sitting here making a mockery of it, all right?
We are
and
not.
this big
We are
blimp
not.
right here want to sit here and talk
He just called her a big blimp.
about women,
We are not.
all right? And you want to sit here and
not.
validate homosexuality because you just admitted that you're a faggot, all right? That's on day.
Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you?
Everybody.
Come on.
That's right, I
You
said
just
it.
manifested.
That's right,
You
I said it.
just
That's right, I
manifested.
said it.
Now,
That's
now
right, I
everybody
said it.
knows the spirit that you operate by.
No. Everybody
You have a
understands the
spirit
response.
of religion,
Everybody knows
a
understands
spirit of
the
religion,
response.
the
All right?
spirit- the
Understand the
spirit of-
response.
the
I treated
spirit
you with
of a
nothing but
liar.
respect.
Number
I
two.
treated you with nothing
And
but
that's the
respect.
reason why
All
you're
right?
not-
So I'm gonna stop it right there. Y'all get the point. Now that's still up on Larry Reed's channel. If you want to go watch the whole thing, y'all go over to Larry Reed, okay? But that is when the tide started turning, and Larry and Whitehead had a back and forth for a while. I can't go that deep into Mary Lane, child. We'll be here till tomorrow. But essentially, Larry let it be known that Whitehead was that the feds was looking. The feds was watching Whitehead. The feds, he even told us that Whitehead's house had been raided by the FBI earlier in that June. Mind you, his church was robbed in July. So this was late July, early August. Matter of fact, oh shoot, I just closed it. I don't know the date of that live, but he let us know that he even said, I predict that Whitehead will be arrested within the next 30 days. Well, it wasn't the next 30 days, but he was arrested before the end of the year. We know he got arrested the week before Christmas, right before, a couple of days before Christmas of that same year. By that time, child, yeah, that lie was right after the robbery. Thank you, Lonnie. By that time, you guys, we now were starting to learn about who Lamar Whitehead was. And we were finding out about a lot of these things that a lot of people did not know. Yeah, Larry said a lot of, like I said, I ain't got time to go all the way down memory lane, child. We'll be here till tomorrow. It's so much stuff. Y'all know how many videos I had that had Whitehead's name in it when I went to go do that playlist? I'm embarrassed to tell y'all how many videos I had. Now that doesn't mean that every video was about Whitehead, but I'm talking about like my tribe meetings. I just put Whitehead in my search on my channel. Do y'all know how many videos I had? Yeah, I had like 90 something videos that had Whitehead's name in it. Ain't nobody got time to be going all the way down that back memory lane like that. So we found out Whitehead gets arrested. What Tracy say? Tracy said only 3 people was charged. You heard him clearly say 4. He sure did say 4, but only 3 people was ever charged. You right. Well, actually, the third one was never even charged. They found him not alive. All right. Right. He couldn't stay off the internet because it got so good to him, y'all. Because some people, when they have that, again, I'm not here to diagnose nobody, but there's some people that can't, no matter whether it's good or bad, they can't stop. As long as you're saying their name, they can't stop. Right, I did make $1 million off of him. Yeah, I still get up every morning and go up to the schoolhouse, but I made $1 million off of Whitehead. Yet I stopped talking about him. Because if I was making $1 million, I told y'all a long time ago, y'all be sick of his name. If I was making $1 million talking about him, Y'all be sick of him. Y'all, I'd have been there every day of that damn trial. If I was making $1 million, shit, me and Pam would have been staying at the Ritz. Okay? We'd have been staying at the Ritz Carlton. Okay? Going over to the courthouse every morning. If I was making that kind of money. John said that I get in it. Ciao. Okay, thank you, Tracy. That live was July the 25th. We found out later on, even though Whitehead said Larry was lying, the feds were never in his house. We found out that the feds absolutely were in his house because we found out when he got arrested. I said, the man just lied for no reason to lie, just to be lying. Oh, Whitehead brought me to oh, well, you my boo thing, Marnie. I'm so glad that could happen. Now, Bishop Whitehead gets arrested. We're going to look at the indictment in a second. But I want y'all, we're not going to look at a lot of this, y'all. We're going to look at a little bit of the live from when, after he got indicted, when he came down here to talk to the people. Okay? When he came down here to talk to the people. And then we're going to go over the indictment. We're only going to go over what he was charged with because today, matter of fact, no. No. I'm going to play the live from today first, and then we're going to go over the indictment. But I want y'all, again, we're going down memory lane for a minute. I want y'all to see a little bit of, this was after he was arrested, and he came down here to talk to the people. We're not going to look at a lot of it. We're just going to look at a few little seconds of it. We got a lot of things. I told you we're going down memory lane, but we got a lot to talk about, okay? Is this the right one? This is the right one. Okay. So we're going to look at a little bit of this. Y'all forgot about that old backdrop he had when he was sitting in front of them pictures of himself. But okay, let's get into it.
Confuse you. Do your research. Some people have been calling me about the other person that is in my indictment. They say, Bishop, we're going to show the world who he is. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to stand 10 toes down, but I need you guys not to wish me bad or not to try to tear me down, right? I want you to read. That's it. Read. Read into what they're talking about. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. So I want y'all to really stay focused in this season. Stay firm in this season. And we have to understand that we have a purpose, we have a process, and we have a promise. I'm living my purpose. I'm going through my process to enter my promise. And I want you guys to allow me and my family to have peace, right? When you guys thought I set up the robbery, I was getting inboxes. They wish my kids died, this, that, and all these heinous things. And, I want you guys to be careful what you say about Bishop. Be careful. The Bible says in Psalms 105:15, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Now, I get it, y'all. A lot of you might not like me because you don't understand me.
Now, again, for those of us who have been following this case, we are sick of everything he just said. 10 toes down, purpose, promise, touch not my anointed. Child, we sick of all of it because he's been saying it for the last 2 years, okay? He has been quoting them same 3 scriptures for the last 3 years. Now that is that is his press conference that he held in his living room after he was released on bond to come down here to tell the people. Okay. Lolisa, I'm getting to y'all in a minute now. Okay. And that's what had happened. Now, in the interim, in his Job season, y'all drop it in the chat. Drop all of the bishop isms in the chat. Touch not my anointed, 10 toes down. This is his Job season. What else he be saying, child? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Now, in the interim, there was a scathing article in the New Yorker where Bishop speaks on his indictment. We're going to get to the indictment because he told us to go to Pacer and pull the indictment. Now, we're going to go look at it. We're not going to read it word for word, but we're going to go over it again. Okay. I'm from Brooklyn. All right. That's a good one. I'm from Brooklyn. I pulled this one too. Hold on. What's another one? Before we get to the article, what's another one I want to show y'all? Hold on. I want to show y'all this one. Hold on. Okay. Let's look at his prayer closet. Now, here's another thing that went viral after that Larry Reid live moment. Let's look at his prayer closet. Okay. We ready for that? We ready? All right. Let's look at the prayer closet. Stay focused, stay firm. That's a good one. Now you're a clown. Now you're a clown. Sucker. That's Pam's right there. So what you do now? You gonna call me a cardboard bishop now? Sucker. All right, let's look at his prayer closet. Okay? All right, let's go. Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. All right. Let's look at Lucifer. I don't know who to trust. Whole world want my demise. All right, that is not what I meant to do. Jay-Z, don't you flag my
everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead. And I'm gonna walk y'all into my prayer closet. This is my prayer closet. Back. Wow. Got all my priestly robes and more. Designer coats, you name it. Gucci, Louis, you name it. Fendi, you name it. More coats. And then when you walk into my shoe closet, every designer wear for days. Doing everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead. And I'm gonna walk y'all into my prayer closet. Doing everybody. This is the Bishop Whitehead. And I'm gonna walk y'all into my prayer closet. This is my prayer.
Now, y'all. Pam, you still here? Pam, you still here in the bushes? But Don, I know you still here. I just saw you. We've been asking for the past 2 weeks since this trial started. We've been asking, where is Miss Pauline Money? What happened to Miss Pauline Money? We just fucking found it. Miss Pauline Money was in that prayer closet. Let me tell you something. The FBI, when they went through, when they was going through their evidence, baby, why they had Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Polo down to the sheet of all the things that he spent money on after he got that $90,000 from Miss Pauline? Why they had charges for thousands of dollars to the designer stores? Child, they even had his Uber Eats bill on there, or his Grubhub bill on there. We done found Miss Pauline Money. Her money is in that closet. Hold on, I got a super chat. Hold on. Thank you for the super chat, Dizzyville. Hey, boo. My favorite Really B Whitehead video is the commentary of his dispute with Kirk Franklin. You said Kirk's wife don't even think he's a sex symbol. I said that. Wait a minute. Find me the timestamp I play it, because I don't remember. Listen, I've been talking about this man for a year and a half. I don't remember all the stuff I done said, honey. I forgot. But if y'all find me that timestamp, I'll play it. I remember when he was trying to get clout, and it was so funny that baby, Kirk Franklin never paid him no attention. He went down there talking about some Kirk Franklin, you next. You next to get exposed. You tried to diss me. And he went on this whole rant about Kirk Franklin. Baby, Kirk Franklin never responded. Kirk Franklin never gave him the dignity of acknowledging him. He didn't say, I don't know this brother. He didn't say, I don't know what this brother is talking about, baby. He just stepped right over him. He just stepped. Bloop. Bloop. Like, what are you talking about? Never paid that man no attention. Okay. He wanted to do a boxing match with D.L. Hughley, Mark Lamont Hill, Charleston White, Larry Reed. Hell, probably Kirk Franklin too, child. I don't know. Although I don't know how that was going to work. Really, B, you remember he was saying people having twosomes. Not a twosome. A twosome. Who having twosomes? Ain't that what most people do? It be them and one other person to be a twosome. Oh gosh. Okay. Ooh, okay. Y'all, the more I think about this stuff, the funnier this stuff get. I'm sorry, y'all. The more I think about this stuff, the funnier this stuff gets to me. Y'all just bringing up memories. Listen, Don know we've been talking about this man for so long. We don't remember half the stuff we said, y'all. We be in the moment. Okay, what I have next? All right, so let's look at this interview. Oh, I said I was gonna go to the New Yorker article. Let's look at this Mark Lamont Hill moment. Yeah, let's look at this Mark Lamont Hill situation. Then we're gonna go to the New Yorker article. I told y'all we're going to be here for a minute, so kick off your shoes and relax your feet. For the people lit up in green, let me say it one more time. For the people lit up in green, y'all go over to the VIP section, okay? Yana is in charge of the smoke ministry. If you need to take a smoke break, go on up to the balcony. Yana, raise your hand, Yana. She's gonna take care of you up in the up top, okay? Everybody else, now we got 346 people in the chat. So the first two rows are probably full, but Don, Abby, Tracy will help y'all find a seat and help y'all get situated. Y'all come on in, okay? Come on in. Now listen, please hit that like button as you walk in the door. Think of it like church when you pick up your program. Can you hit the like button? Can you hit the like button? I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay. The sad part is I can't even sell those tacky clothes. Right. Don't nobody want them clothes. Do you have a brown liquor section? Baby, that's the whole section. If you want some brown liquor, just raise your hand with 2 fingers. White liquor is 1 finger. Brown liquor is 2 fingers. And if you need some wine, just do this. If you need some wine, just do this. Okay? The white liquor, brown liquor, wine. Okay? Raise your hand. We got you. We got you. Okay? We got you. All right. Let's look at this Mark Lamont Hill when he tried to explain real estate to Mark Lamont Hill and then got mad because Mark Lamont Hill was asking too many questions. Okay, let's look at this. Griot, don't y'all flag me. We having a good time now. Griot, don't flag me. Okay, we having a good time. Don't play games now with the Griot. Okay. Okay, here it is right here. Okay.
Have to really understand, and I know that all of the real estate investors that are out there, they know that real estate is multifaceted. So we can do real estate. However, they could be very multifaceted.
You could get billions on real estate. We seen Donald Trump do that. So, but when people check the public record, they'll be able to see that you buy and own property, commercial or residential. They'll be able to see that you flip property. They'll be able to see that you have an event. This is transparent and fully accessible to the public. Is that fair to say?
Of course, it's transparent, but however, you have to understand that when you buy investment properties, you don't buy it under your name. You buy it in corporation. So, unless you know who owns.
What corporation is yours under?
I can't get into all that, Mark.
Sir, why you can't tell us what the corporation is that you buying your property under? That's a secret? It's a secret what your corporation name is? did not know that was a secret? Why he can't tell nobody? Mark said, but I mean, what's the name of it? Why he looked like he was going to write it down though?
Man, because I'm already being targeted, man. You want me to get here, put all my business out there, man?
I gotta ask.
They targeted me enough, man, and I don't want to keep putting my information out.
All right. Look, I just asked the questions, King. I respect.
Now listen, for those of you that are new here, you know, y'all know I'm on my Invisalign journey. Okay, I am on my Invisalign journey. But here's what I don't understand, sir. You have a closet full of Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Chanel, Balenciaga, and you couldn't get that tooth taken care of on the side. I'm sorry. I'm just distracted. I'm just distracted by the tooth. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back.
I respect you right now to answer. So, but you got to understand though, for some people, if they see a person with a whole lot of money, how many people are in your church?
Well, membership worldwide, we have probably about.
Did this man say membership worldwide? Did this man say? I didn't even let him say the number. I got stuck on worldwide. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me say the number. Let me let him say the number. Hold on.
I would say 500 to 1,000 people, somewhere in the middle of that.
Okay. And how many show up every Sunday?
Now, how many people show up every Sunday? I would say maybe about 40 to 50 people, because a lot of people got scared because of the robbery, and we're trying to get people to come back. But we're heavy online. If you look at the online,
sir, you are not heavy online. You are not heavy online, sir. First of all, that man said worldwide. He said worldwide, about 500 to 1,000 people. Mind you, he has 1.3 million followers on Instagram. I'm going to put that in air quotes. He has 1.3 million in air quotes followers on Instagram, but you have 500 to 1,000 members in your church. Now, let me tell y'all what Mr. Rashid said. Well, let me finish. Let me let this finish. Remind me to go back to what Rashid said about how many people be at the church.
Online services throughout all of the viewers, we have probably about 20 to 40,000 people a Sunday that watch us.
Oh, that's crazy. How much you getting tired?
He said, did that man say 20 to 40,000 people? I heard that wrong. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back. I heard that wrong. I heard that wrong.
Maybe about 40 to 50 people, because a lot of people got scared because of the robbery, and we're trying to get people to come back. But we're heavy online. If you look at the online services throughout all of the viewers, we have probably about 20 to 40,000 people a Sunday that watch us.
What Sunday is this? What Sunday? Sir, what Sunday is this that you got 40 to 50,000 people watch? Sir, last night was probably the most people I have ever seen in his Instagram live. He had over 1,000 people in there. That's only because people wanted to hear what he had to say about being convicted. Sir, I ain't even seen that many people in there on Easter Sunday. I have not seen that many people in there on Easter Sunday. Sir, bye. Sir, bye.
Oh, that's crazy. How much you getting tithes every week? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know, brother. You get into all of the schematics of the church. What I'm here and what I really.
Now, my brother, you telling me as much money as you get, and I know brothers that get it clean and dirty. I know anybody I know got a Rolls Royce know how much money they get every week. You ain't got to tell me, but I know you know how much money you get every week in that church for tithes and offerings and building funds and stuff like that.
I actually don't. Because
okay.
We have to also know that after the robbery, financially the church has been affected about 95%. out of 100. So we lost a lot of parishioners. We lost a lot of trust with the media painting me to be a villain instead of a victim. And I think that what has happened and what has translated as this young black man has to be a con artist in order to be successful. And this is the stereotype that they commit on our people. And
sir.
And 95% of the people that bash me is our own people. And that's the thing that hurts. So, you know, when we sit here and we talk about these charges that are against me, we have to understand, if you read the New Yorker.
Well, let's go there. Let's go there. I'm glad you brought that up, brother. Let's talk about the charges. I want to give you a chance to respond to these because you haven't had a fair chance to respond to these, in my opinion. So, again, you have been charged with fabricating bank records in an attempt to finance a $1 million New Jersey mansion, according to federal prosecutors in March. You were also charged in December of 2022 with fraud, extortion, and making false statements.
Let me say this, Mark. Mark, let me say this. Go ahead. For the first thing that you said I was charged with, that's incorrect. I was never charged for that. That's incorrect.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back.
In an attempt to finance a $1 million New Jersey mansion, according to federal prosecutors in March. You were also charged in December of 2022 with fraud, extortion. Let's go there. Let's go there. I'm glad you brought that up, brother. Let's talk about the charges. I want to give you a chance to respond to these because you haven't had a fair chance to respond to these, in my opinion. So, again, you have been charged with fabricating bank records in an attempt to finance a $1 million New Jersey mansion, according to federal prosecutors in March. You were also.
He said that's not what he was charged with. But that's what you got convicted of. How you get convicted of something you wasn't charged with? Okay, I'm gonna let it finish. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let it finish.
Also charged in December of 2022 with fraud, extortion, and making false statements.
Mark, let me say this. Go ahead. For the first thing that you said I was charged with, that's incorrect. I was never charged for that. That's incorrect.
Okay.
All the charges.
Explain it to me though, because there was an indictment though. There was an indictment. What happened with that? I don't want people to think I just made it up. What happened?
You said that I was charged for whatever you said in the beginning. But that's not accurate. That's not accurate what you said. I want to repeat what you said.
Okay, clarify it for me, my brother. What were you indicted for on March of 2023?
Well, the indictment is public records, brother, and I really don't want to get into that. You know, as per.
You said the indictment was public records, but he just read it and you told him he was wrong. He just read it and you told him he was wrong.
My attorneys, I really can't tap into the indictment, nor can I tap into the case. But what I can tap into is that I was set up. That's what I can tap into. And, you know, I've been doing this a long time, been pastoring for 10 years.
By who?
Excuse me? I didn't hear you.
By who? Who set you up?
Well, if you read the New Yorker,
who set you up?
His name is clear as day, Brandon Belmonte. And he is clear as day. You know, if you read the New Yorker, and this is why I'm here, and this is what I'm trying to clear up. I'm a young black man that have been targeted by the con artist. His name is Brandon Belmonte, and if you look at the New Yorker, they wrote a article.
He's a snitch, right?
Well, from what they're stating now is he is an informant and he is a whistleblower. However, what he has done is he singled me out, and you guys are going to see this come out in court, that he singled me out.
All right, again, that video is still available on YouTube, the full interview with Mark Lamont Hill. Now, he was upset with Mark Lamont Hill after that interview, and he went to his Instagram and he challenged Mark Lamont Hill to a fight. He was mad. He said that Mark Lamont Hill was being unfair and asking him unfair questions. Y'all, look at this New Yorker interview or article, I should say. Let's look at the article. We're not going to read through this whole article because, again, we did a whole live going through this whole article. But let's just highlight a few things in this New Yorker article. I told you, listen, I told you how to get comfortable. We was going because there's a lot of people that are new here and they don't know Whitehead. They're like, what is this dude? What's going on? You know, he's viral again. He's in all of the blogs. And I figured let's talk about it for a little while. Because, I mean, I'm pretty much done with the brother, okay? I'm pretty much done. We're going to talk about his sentence. I mean, when I say I'm done, he ain't going to let us be done because he keeps talking. He been on Instagram since yesterday, but okay. So here's the New Yorker article. You can find it online. It's dated... It's dated January the 14th of 2023. It's called The Mayor and the Con Man. Now, that is the name of the article, The Mayor and the Con Man. You see right there, that's a picture of Whitehead with the current mayor of New York, Eric Adams. Okay. I'm not going to read through this whole article, but in this article, they talk about Belmonte and what happened with Please go look at the article. I do want to read you guys some of... Because it does get into some stuff with Adams, too. Some alleged, you know, situations with Eric Adams. And I ain't getting into all of that. Because none of that came up at the trial. So I'm not going to get into none of that. Brandon Belmonte was not the first person to go to law enforcement with the suspicion that Whitehead and Adams were engaged in corruption. Both men deny that their relationship goes beyond that of a mentor and a mentee. Everybody is trying to connect me with the mayor with some fiduciary experience. Whitehead told me a few weeks ago, we don't talk about real estate. We don't talk about stocks. We don't talk about none of that. We talk about life. Now, according to them text messages that they read in court, you don't talk to him at all. You send him text and he ignores you, but neither here nor there. Whitehead is a representative of a character flaw. The mayor is unwilling to distance himself from people he's let into his life, even when it would be politically wise to do so. I have no experience of Eric crossing a line, a local politician said. That's different from the company he keeps. Few days before Christmas, the U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan announced that Whitehead had been arrested. Prosecutors in the office public corruption unit said they caught him claiming to have influence at City Hall while trying to shake down Belmonte. Adams was not accused of any wrongdoing. Prosecutors said that Whitehead, while making his overtures to Belmonte, knew that he could not obtain the city government actions he was promising. So what they found, well, let me finish reading this, and then I'm going to tell you my opinion. I have no comments on the federal investigation. Adams said, okay, yeah. Now, to be fair, Eric Adams could have blown Whitehead's spot up a long time ago. When those text messages came out in court, it was clear that Adams had been trying to distance himself from Whitehead, and he had been telling Whitehead that he was being reckless and he was moving wrong in these streets. And Adams could have done a press conference 2 years ago and distanced himself. But, you know, to his credit, I guess, you know, he didn't. I'm sorry, we're scrolling down. There are people all over the city who claim to have been conned, burned, harassed, lied to, or otherwise hurt by Whitehead. Many have reported him to the authorities, and several have come away feeling like he was protected by his relationship with Adams. I could tell he was name dropping again using Eric Adams and trying to discredit me, a pastor named Robin Brown wrote in an email to the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office in 2014, describing her attempts to report Whitehead to the NYPD. I have lost faith in the system. Brown declined to comment for this article. I've tried to report him on several occasions, at the local precinct, but to no avail. Reverend Benny Castillo of Emmanuel First Spanish United Methodist Church in Brooklyn wrote in a comment on a blog post about Whitehead in 2017, "This cardboard bishop is currently at my church doing the same thing he has done in the past, using the church to fatten his pockets. He knows the system very well and uses it to his advantage based on the close relationship he has with our borough president, Mr. Eric Adams." Castillo also declined comment for the article. He died last November. Well, November 2020. Must be November of 2022. Yeah. Okay. Many Brooklyn church figures and business associates and former friends of Whitehead refused to speak to me for this article because they said they feared him. When he got angry, you could feel that menace. Kind of what we saw in that video with Larry Reed, right? Also, he said it himself in the court. If Pam is still here, or if y'all go listen to Pam's live, he said that on the audio when he was cussing out Belmonte, he said, people are scared of me. He said, you don't want to cross me because people are scared of me. So Whitehead is like maybe 5'7", 5'6". He's not very tall, but he's not like a midget, but he's not very tall. When he got angry, you could feel that menace, a man named Brian Etta told me recently. Etta showed me documents indicating that in 2006, while Whitehead was working for a mortgage broker, Whitehead helped sell Etta's house in Brooklyn and then pocketed proceeds from the sale. City records show that the property was later transferred to a company controlled by Whitehead. In 2013, Etta volunteered for Eric Adams' first campaign for Brooklyn Borough President, and at Adams' inauguration, he spotted Whitehead at Brooklyn Borough Hall. I thought this was brazen. A guy who wants to have an image of being squeaky clean, and this guy who is an actual criminal. Not long after that, Whitehead was convicted of fraud, and of course, we just went through that a minute ago. One of Whitehead's lawyers was disbarred. I'm scrolling down because, again, I'm not reading this whole article. I'm just kind of reading some highlights for you guys. It goes into his history. Talks about how he met Eric Adams. Again, I'm not going to go too deep into that because Adams really didn't have nothing to do with the trial. They didn't say that. They didn't even allude to Adams doing anything wrong, so I don't want to go too deep into all of these. Okay. I am going to read y'all this part, and then we're going to move on to the next part of Memory Lane. Okay. All right. Now we're going to get into the story that we all know about the person he claims to be his father. As a Black man, I have an obligation to mentor other Black men that have had negative encounters in their lives. That is what Eric Adams said. The bishop lost his father. Arthur Miller was his name, in a police incident. The unaliving of Miller, a Bohemian immigrant and prosperous businessman who was choked to death by the police officers in Crown Heights in 1978, was one of the most notorious acts of racist police violence in New York City history. The Reverend Herbert Daughtry, a Brooklyn civil rights icon, whom Adam has long considered a mentor, helped to organize the community response. Later, Daughtry and other Brooklyn leaders would call for more young Black men to join the NYPD. Adams heeded the call. According to Whitehead, Miller's death was an inspiration for Adams to start the 100 Blacks in Law Enforcement Who Care, an organization denouncing racism inside of the police department. Arthur Miller had 4 children with his wife, Florence Whitehead, was born in April 1978, 6 weeks before Miller was killed, to another woman. So Arthur Miller was already married with 4 kids. Bishop Whitehead, mama lived across the street from them. I'm going to say it again. Bishop Whitehead, mama lived across the street from Arthur Miller and his wife and her 4 kids. Bishop Whitehead was born. Bishop Whitehead said that Arthur Miller is his daddy. When I first heard from this young man, I was in my 20s, says Lolisa Miller Bradford, the youngest child of Arthur and Florence Miller. Miller Bradford, members of the Whitehead of members, excuse me, hold on. The youngest child of Arthur and Florence Miller told me she remembers that Whitehead called her in the early 2000s, claiming to be her half brother and saying he had heard her family received a settlement after Miller's death. Whitehead hadn't received money. He told her he wanted some in order to buy a Toyota Camry. Miller Bradford said that she and her siblings offered to fly Whitehead to Florida, where they now live, to take a DNA test, and he declined. So you say this man is your daddy. You don't know nothing about him other than what you read in the paper. You never had a relationship with him. You never had a relationship with your half siblings. And when you finally decide to reach out to them, it's not to build a relationship or to become family. It is to ask for money that you believe they received in a settlement with the city. And to their credit, they didn't say, hell no, my daddy never cheated on my mama. How dare you? What are you talking about? To their credit, they said, okay, listen, bro, come on down here to Florida, take a DNA test, and we'll take it from there. He declined. The only reason why you would decline is if you don't think the test is going to come out right. Now, that's how I feel about it. Y'all might feel differently. But why would you decline? You'll tell anybody that'll listen that Arthur Miller is your daddy, yet when you were given the opportunity to make it legit, you said, thank you, no thank you. In June of 2014, Miller Bradford and her mother discovered that there had been a ceremony in Miller's honor on the block where he was killed. Adams and Whitehead had attended, and Adams had given a copy of an official proclamation about Miller to Whitehead. Florence Miller wrote an email to Adams. I do not want anyone using my husband's name or the tragic cold-blooded murder for publicity and or personal gain. I was also informed that you are working with Pastor Whitehead on different endeavors, which is not of my concern. However, if any of those endeavors consist of the use of my late husband's name and or tragic death, I am requesting that it be stopped. Miller Bradford then received a call from Whitehead, who screamed at her, then got a call from Adams. Try to work this out, she remembers. Adams telling her, I want to support your family. The call left the Millers feeling that Adams had unfairly taken sides against them, a feeling that has only intensified in the years since they've received word of his continued support of Whitehead. Mr. Adams has not supported anything that Arthur Miller's real family has done. I'm going to stop right there. Again, that article is still online. If you want to go and read the whole article, it is a long article, okay? And it gets very detailed. But if you want to go back and you want to look at it, you may do so at, you guys can go do that, okay? We almost done going down memory lane. I just had to do it. I had to do it for y'all, okay? Now let's look at the live that he posted today. We're going to look at the live that he posted today where he invited us to go back and look at his indictment. And we're going to do that. That's the last thing we're going to do. So let's look at, is this the right one? Child, I got so many that. Oh, yeah, this is it. Let's go back. Now we're going to look at the live from today. Oh, Tracy said check IG. Oh, Lord. Okay. All right, Tracy. And y'all, Lisa, I didn't know you were still here, my love. Yes, boo. Child, I had to include your family in this, not in a bad way, but I want to make sure that we got the clear way in there. Okay. Disrespectful. Just disrespectful. Now I ain't gonna say what I could say about what I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. All right, now let's look at this fool. This is live from today, child.
Lord Jesus, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for all the prayers. Thank you. I want to thank everybody that have been just praying for me, praying for my family. Thank you guys, man. Thank you. Um, um, God is just amazing, to continue to um, give me great wisdom, great joy, in spite of it all. Amen. Um, I want y'all to, just tune in, and I just want to just hold on one second. I just want to just talk to you guys for a little bit. Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? I'm good. I'm good, y'all. I'm good. I am good. Amen. God is amazing. And like I said this last night. I didn't save the video, but I want y'all to understand that God is still God, right? I want you to understand that God is still God, and the enemy wants you to give up on God, right? And I'm not going to do that. So y'all share this, because I'm going on here, and I'm going to say what I have to say. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of speculations, but I'm not going to talk too much about it. I just want to I just want to say what I have to say and then get on out y'all way. Hold on one second. All right. So everybody's asking me, right? Everybody's asking me, Bishop, what happened? What's going on? What in the world is going on? And you guys know that I was on trial. I was on federal trial, and I was found guilty yesterday. And of course, my team, me and my attorneys, we're going to appeal the matter. Okay. One of the things is that, the media is going to put out there what they want to place out there. Okay. They're going to put out there, they're going to try to make this thing look the way they want to make it look. But I just want to tell you guys, I couldn't really talk about this while we was on trial, but I want to tell you guys why Bishop Whitehead was on trial. Okay. I want you guys to pay close attention. I want you to play close attention to what I'm saying to you. And I need you to understand, right? That you guys have the ability, to research. There's something called PACER. Okay. There's something called PACER. Okay. Y'all write that down. It's called PACER. You can sign up for PACER. And when you sign up for PACER, you can type in my name, and you will be able to see every motion that was filed. Okay. Everything that was filed from the defendant, me, and the prosecution. Okay. Stop listening to all of these social media platforms and the media, right? Stop listening to them, you guys.
Bab stupid. Bab said, why would the media say that he was convicted of what he was convicted of? I'm sorry, that cracked me up.
Do your own research, right? Because you guys are sitting here. I'm getting so many different inboxes and stuff that my team is telling me about. People are laughing, and people are saying you're going to jail, and people are saying this and that. I stand on my innocence, right? I'm innocent of all charges. However, if you guys read, you'll be able to see that I'm innocent. Now, why? And I want to be clear with this, y'all. I want to be really clear. Why was Bishop Whitehead on trial? Okay?
Why was Bishop Whitehead on trial? This was
Because you're a criminal.
not about Bishop Whitehead, y'all. This was politically driven. This was about Mayor Eric Adams. Okay? And let me explain this to you. Everybody knows that me and the mayor were close. He was a mentor of mine. And I was targeted. On June the 8th, the FBI came to my house and I was going out for my morning walk. And he jumped out on me and said to me that I wasn't arrested. I wasn't under arrest, but they had a search warrant to take my phone. Within the search warrant had everything to do with the mayor. See, these are the things that you guys don't know. Everything to do with the mayor. And what they said to me was, we don't want you. We want the mayor of New York. That's what happened. I have the videos with the surveillance on my home. And I need y'all to understand that this was politically driven. And just because I was not going to be a federal informant against the mayor of New York, the FBI said they was going to make my life a living hell. And that's what you guys are seeing. That's it. Period. Point blank. So we're going to be appealing this. And we're going to.
Okay, so again, it wasn't that long. It was like a 10-minute video that we listened to 6 minutes of it. But let me say this to you guys. First of all, sir, you're going to jail because you committed a crime and the FBI was able to prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt to the jury. I was only there one day. Now, let me say this. First of all, before we go any further, I do want to acknowledge that Lolisa is in the chat. I see that a lot of you guys are sending her positive vibes and well wishes. And I want to let you guys know, hold on, let me go back to what she said. I want to say that Lolisa found us. And when I say us, because there are a few channels that Lolisa has been supporting. She found us when all of this stuff was going on, when that article came out and their name was out there, and she found us. And I just want to say that Lolisa has been a supporter of the channel ever since. And she's here all the time, not just when we talk about Whitehead. She's here when we talk about Real Housewives of Potomac and everything like that. And she is a member, and I appreciate your support, and I thank you so much. I want to read what she wrote, though. She said, nothing can ruin what my parents stood for and accomplished. And I want to say this to you, Lolisa. Please let me know. You can put it in the chat if you have anything right now. But please always feel free to reach out to me and let me know whenever there's something going on, if there is any type of program or fundraiser or anything like that that you guys are doing. I know you guys have done things in the past that you said you weren't always getting the support. So please feel free to let me know. We will definitely be here to support. You know, I have tribe members that are in the city and things of that nature. So we definitely want to make sure that I do highlight that. We clown and we joke, and please know I'm clowning and joking, Whitehead. I'm never clowning and joking your family and what your family went through with the NYPD. And you guys go and do some research and find out about all the things that Arthur Miller did in the community. The one thing that Whitehead did not lie about is how active Mr. Miller was in the community, how respected he was in the community, and all the things he did for his neighborhood. Matter of fact, that is how he ended up being unalived by the police, because he was called to come, if I remember correctly, he was called to come and intervene in a situation that was happening because of how respected he was. So y'all please go and do y'all research on Arthur Miller and get beyond this bull hockey with Whitehead, and y'all find out about the real Arthur Miller and what his life stood for. So I just wanted to say that before I went any further. And because people were already acknowledging you in the chat, Lolisa, I just wanted to say that. Okay. Now, right. But again, it's all about the clout chase. So what I ain't gonna go. I don't want to go down that road. But yes, it is weird that he just out here claiming people. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. Stop right there. Okay. So he told us to go to Pacer. He said, do your research. Is what he told us to do. He said, do your research and go to Pacer. I wanted somebody just became a member. Hold on, let me highlight that. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Lab Joyce MD. Okay, MD. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you so much, my love. Okay. I want to go back to the chat. So the last thing we're gonna do, I think that's, hold on, let me make sure that's all my receipts. Because I pulled out, oh, Tracy sent us something that she said we're gonna listen to. So hold on, we're gonna listen to that in a second. It's just a quick clip. Probably me saying something ignorant. It looked like she clipped it from a video, y'all. Probably something that I said that was ignorant. Okay. Now, the person who wrote that New Yorker article, the FBI did try to subpoena them because they wanted to ask them questions about some of the people that spoke. Some of the people that spoke in the article, but they fought the subpoena, of course, with journalists. They fought the subpoena. So I'm not sure what it is. It's two. Oh, I only saw one clip. Okay, hold on, I'll go back. Hold on. But first of all, sir, I don't think you really want people to go to Pacer and pull up what's in Pacer. I don't think that's what you want us to do, sir, because Pacer is where the legal documents are stored, which means that all your stuff is in there. I don't know if that's what you want people to do. But we did what you asked us to do. So let's look at your indictment. Now, we're not going to read through the whole thing, but we're going to read what you were charged with, meaning what you were convicted of. Because let's be clear, you were convicted on all 5 counts. We're even going to look at the superseding indictment. For those who don't know, superseding means that they came back and added more charges later. So let's start with the indictment. Okay, let's just start. Is this the indictment or is this the superseding? Hold on. Try not to look at so much stuff today. Okay, here is the original indictment. As you can see here, United States of America versus Lamar Whitehead. Okay. Let's read through the overview. The overview is what gives you the information. The charges in this indictment arise from a course of conduct in which Lamar Whitehead, the defendant, sought money and other things of value from victims on the basis of either threats or false promises that the victims' investments with Whitehead would benefit them financially. In fact, Whitehead, who leads a church in Brooklyn, intended and did defraud the victims by taking their money and other property with no intention of investing it, returning it, or enriching the victim. From at least in or about April 2020 up to and including in or about July 2021, Lamar Whitehead, the defendant, elicited approximately $90,000 from an individual who attended his church. That's victim number 1. Through a series of cell phone and internet communications with victim number 1 and her son, under the terms of their agreement, Whitehead would use the money to assist victim number 1 in obtaining a home, and after doing so, Whitehead would otherwise be able to use the money as an investment in his real estate business. However, shortly after victim number 1 transferred the money from her retirement savings, Whitehead instead used victim number 1's money to purchase thousands of dollars of luxury goods and clothing, and he continued to use the money for his own purposes. Whitehead never helped her obtain a home and has not returned the money despite her request that he do so. In or about April and May of 2022, Whitehead attempted to convince a businessman, victim number 2, to lend Whitehead approximately $500,000 and give him a stake in the certain real estate transactions. Whitehead told victim number 2 that in exchange for this money and interest in real estate transactions, Whitehead would obtain favorable actions by the New York City government for victim number 2 that would enrich both Whitehead and victim number 2. When Whitehead knew that he had no ability to obtain such actions, Despite that knowledge, Whitehead told victim number 2 that they would make millions. Near the beginning of his relationship with victim number 2, Whitehead also used threats of force to obtain $5,000 from him. At the direction of law enforcement, victim number 2 made the payment to Whitehead. By that time, he had gone to the FBI and they was being wired. During the course of the investigation into the conduct, Lamore Whitehead, the defendant, special agents of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, executed a search warrant for cell phones on the premise of the person. Whitehead told the agents that he owned only the cell phone which he then had on his person, when Whitehead knew he in fact owned a second cell phone which he regularly used before and after the execution of the warrant, including to send a text message in which Whitehead identified phone number 2 as my other phone, shortly after telling the agents that he had no other phone. So let's look at count number 1. Hold on. Count number 1, wire fraud. The grand jury charges the allegations contained in paragraphs 1 through 5 above are hereby repeated, alleged, and incorporated from at least, they just repeated. So for count number 1, where they're saying that he took Miss Pauline money and did not give Miss Pauline her money back, guess what? They proved it in court. They had text messages. Pam said they came in there with a binder of text messages and emails in which we clearly saw where that woman transferred $90,000 from her retirement account into Whitehead's account. He paid her back a total of $5,000. So he still owed that woman $85,000, which he admitted that he never paid her money back. What he said was that the agreement was that he would have the money for a year. Okay, well, fast forward to 2024. It's been 4 years and that woman still don't have her money back. Okay. Now he said in court that his attorneys told him not to pay the money back after she asked for her money back. I don't know what attorney told you not to pay that woman back after she asked for her money back, but according to you, that is what had happened. That is what had happened. Okay. Count number 2. Again, you told Belmonte that you had a connection with the mayor and you could get him all of these things if he would, do business with you. And what you tried to tell him was that because Belmonte owned a building, and what you told him was just sign the building over to me because, Adams don't know you. He knows me. So we can get this deal done, but you got to put my name on the deed. You got to sign the building over to me. Sir, for real? For real, sir? He got to sign it over to you. Anyway, and we clearly heard, Pam told y'all, I told y'all what the man said to, what Whitehead said to that man about the $5,000. Didn't I tell y'all he called that man all kinds of agates? Now, we saw him call Larry Reed one earlier in this live, so we know he uses the word. We know the word rolls off of his tongue. And he called that man an agate, put an F in there if you don't know what word I'm saying. And then I keep saying this because it cracks me up every time I say it. He told that man, your wife got another man's balls in her mouth. That's what he told that man. He told that man, your wife, you just well, I don't know if he said effing. Let me not add that. He called that man an agate and said, your wife got another man's balls in her mouth. That is what the bishop said. Okay? That is what the bishop said to this man. He threatened to beat that man's ass, told that man, you don't want to F with me, called that man all kinds of bitches. Listen, if y'all could have heard them tapes, you got to listen to what Pam done told y'all. Y'all, if we can get a copy of them transcript, we're going to give y'all a reenactment. If y'all remember when Pam, myself, and Thais did a reenactment, if we can get them transcripts, we're going to give y'all another reenactment, okay? The third count is basically the FBI said, sir, we had a search warrant and we told you to give us all of your electronics. and you gave us your phone. And when we asked you if these were the only phones you had, you said yes, only for us to find out later on that you had other phones. So again, I'm trying to figure out where the setup is. What does that have to do with a setup? Did Eric Adams have something to do with you taking Miss Pauline $90,000? Now, there was a superseding indictment, and this is the one, I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is the one that really does it for me. Because, I mean, this indictment, okay, it's, because again, we're not going through everything, y'all. But let's look at the superseding indictment, okay? Let's look at the superseding indictment. Child, we're trying to get us a reenactment. She, you know what? She really, listen, let's be clear. And I'm not saying that it makes it okay, but she clearly wasn't making good decisions, because ain't nowhere in the world that she should have gave that man her money like that. But I'm not blaming her. I'm not blaming the victim, but child. Oh, wait a minute. I downloaded it. Where'd it go? Hold on. Let me pull up the document. Let me pull it up. The superseding indictment, honestly, y'all, is for me really where it gets, hold on, where it's very clear that this has nothing to do with Eric Adams. Because, sir, you got somebody fired down to the Wells Fargo, okay? You got somebody fired down to the Wells Fargo, because I have no idea how you were able. Here it is right here, the superseding indictment. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I think my computer tired of talking about Whitehead, y'all. Hold on. Let me get y'all the superseding indictment, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to look at the two clips that Tracy sent us, because she said it's going to make us laugh. I don't know what it is, so you're going to be getting my real response to what she just sent us. Hold on. Let me share. Share screen. Was that what it was when he went to Wells Fargo? Child. Why I can't? Where is it? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Cardboard Bishop, child. It's right here. I don't know why. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I said, my computer must be tired of talking about this man, because it's giving me a hard time now. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. Because it's right here. All right. There it is right there. Oh, I know why. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. All right. Okay. I see now. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I'm going a long way about doing this. All right. If I can't get it pulled up this time, we're just going to go through what it is, child. Because it's not a video file. Falsifying false statements to obtain a loan is really what it is, child. All right, I ain't gonna do that. I can't get it pulled up. It's right there. But it's basically the superseding indictment says that he falsified bank documents in order to get this loan for this house, that $1 million house in New Jersey. And they were, I've gone over that before. They showed, the FBI showed where he falsified the bank documents from accounts. He opened up the account. He and I believe he opened up the account just so he could cut and paste from the the language and the logo and all of that stuff, because he submitted documents from an account from before he even opened up that account with a balance of like $3 million when the account was really overdrawn. The government did, according to Pam, the government did a bang up job of showing the documents, the falsified documents, lining up the dates, lining up what, the lies and the account and all of that stuff. So again, that don't have nothing to do with Eric Adams, sir. That has nothing to do with Eric Adams. Now let me see what Tracy done, y'all. Let's look and see what Tracy done. Tracy sent me this clip. Let me go into my email. I emailed it to myself, y'all. Tracy done sent this clip. Let's see what Tracy talking about. She said she sent 2 clips. Hold on, Tracy, because I see the one. Let me see if I can find the other one. I emailed one. Let me see if I emailed the second one. Child, what is going on? My phone is going off. That means something is happening, because my phone is jumping, honey. Yeah, my computer getting tired of talking about Whitehead, because it now won't even it's taking forever to pull up my email. Do I have too many windows open? No, I ain't got that open. All right. We're going to play this clip that Tracy had me clip, y'all. We're going to play it. Again, I'm looking at this like y'all looking at this, because I don't know what Tracy done sent me. So we're looking at this together. Clear my cache and yeah, I'm gonna have to clear all that stuff out, child, because it was working fine and then it was giving me a hard time, honey. Okay. All right, let's see what it is. Y'all, Fendi didn't make that suit. Oh, Tracy, you was wrong for that. Oh, Tracy, you wrong. Tracy, you wrong. Oh, y'all couldn't see it? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm playing it. Hold on. Let me go back. Oh, my bad, y'all. Hold on. Let me play it. Let me play it again, child. I forgot. It opened up in a different window. Hold on. Let me open it up in the other window. Hold on. Let me share this tab instead. My bad, y'all. My bad. Did it switch it? Okay, it switched. Okay. I'm playing it one more time. Do y'all hear it?
Jesus today, on my way to the BET Awards. Definitely loving Jesus today. on my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL, enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused, y'all stay firm. It's the vision.
Do y'all hear that suit? Do y'all hear that suit? I'm playing it one more time. Do y'all hear it?
Loving Jesus today, on my way to the BET Awards. Thank you, Fat Joe, for inviting me. We out here in the ATL, enjoying ourselves. Y'all stay focused, y'all stay firm. It's the vision.
Do y'all hear that suit? Let me tell y'all something. I wish I would take my ass down to the Fendi store with my 2, 3, 5. Okay, y'all. Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's showing my government name. Well, it is what it is, child. Listen. Tracy, you was wrong for that. What's the other clip you sent me? Hold on. Let me find the other clip Tracy sent, y'all. Hold on. All right. Does he have to surrender his house? Somebody said earlier in the live that his house was going up for auction on May, the end of May. That's what somebody said. Tracy, what's this other clip you sent me? The Tasha K one? Hold on. Tracy just emailed it to me. Hold on. We're gonna look at that and then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna laugh a little bit and then we're gonna get out of here, child. Oh, my computer's moving slow. It is sick of Whitehead because it was moving fine at first, child. It is sick of Whitehead. I said that is enough. Don't forget, for my members, I am going to go live at some point tonight to talk to y'all about. Hold on. To talk to y'all about Love and Marriage DC. If you're interested in Love and Marriage DC and you are a member, y'all be on the lookout for that. All right, let's look at this last little clip. I love the way you. He's in the chat. Who's in the chat? Oh, Whitehead's in the chat messing it up. Probably, child. All right.
Like right? And that's why your boy jump up in the house. You bum. You're a bum.
Than your wife under that lace front that you stole for her.
And you're ratings.
Where's your wife?
You're a bum. You're a bum.
Where is your side tooth?
You're a bum.
No, you're a
but you have my name in your mouth.
That's
you have my name in your mouth all the time. You bum. You're a bum. You're a bum. Say bum. Your husband looks like Master Splinter.
What about
your husband is a bum. Right?
What about him?
Yeah.
My husband is a bum. Where's your bitch?
I don't know about a bitch. I think you might be one. You might be one.
Where's your bitch?
Listen, that's why your husband like Master Splinter, right? And that's why your boy jump up in the house. You bum. You're a bum.
You're a bum. Than your wife under that lace front that you stole for her.
And you're ratings.
Where's your wife?
Where's your side tooth? Where is your side tooth? You're a bum.
No, you're a bum.
But you have but you have my name in your mouth. You have my name in your mouth all the time. You bum. You're a bum. You're a bum.
Y'all, that all of that that is on my channel as well. Remember, I have created a Bishop Whitehead. I said I was gonna put it in the chat. There's a playlist. There's a playlist, a Bishop Whitehead playlist that I have created. So if you want to just go back down memory lane, or you need to refresh your memory, or you just weren't familiar with this whole situation, y'all can go to the playlist on my channel and y'all can go through their title, they're dated. If you want to go in order, they are all there. I am going to go live. Give me about 15 to 20 minutes because I need to just double check some stuff, make sure nothing new happened. And I got to come and bring y'all, I don't have to, but I'm going to bring y'all some Love and Marriage DCT. The reason why I'm doing it in members only is because there's some sensitive stuff that I'm not ready. It's not public yet, and I ain't really ready to say it. I don't want to be the one to say it. Okay, I ain't going to be the one to say it. But I'm going to say it to y'all. Now, Jamie and Urena are supposed to be going live again to address some things, and we will see it. There's the playlist right there. Thank you so much, Tracy. Tracy wrote dropped the link to the playlist. So if y'all want to go back and watch any of the old Whitehead videos, feel free. I have some of his lives up there, and then I have lives where we went through some of the things as this case has unraveled over the last year and a half. Honestly, y'all, I probably will not speak too much on him unless he just does something crazy and egregious. I'm not interested anymore. But it looks like he's not going to shut up because he's been talking since last night. So if he says something that we need to talk about, we'll come and talk about it. Other than that, I will talk to y'all later. Mwah! Please hit the like button on your way out the door. If you are new here, go ahead and subscribe. We have a good time over here, as you can see. And for my members, y'all meet me back here in about 15 minutes. Okay? All right. Peace.